Awesome.
This works better. Say something.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Okay,
Hello.
You're
Hello.
not out of sync anymore. So hopefully that's sorted out. Just reset all the voice and video settings to the defaults and then change the camera headset.
I've frozen though.
Yeah, you have. For a split second. Get my notes out.
Hello.
Okay, he needs to turn his camera off now.
Who?
You.
Why?
That looks tasty, and we haven't got one.
I've just sent to Medi something. I don't know how something so small can have so many calories in it. It's like 400 calories.
It's ridiculous. That's like half your daily input.
Well, it's not half your daily input, especially not if you've been to the gym.
Oh, that's all right then. Yeah. Because that's 450 calories.
Mm.
I'm slowly working my way through a packet of treacle toffee. I had sherbet lemons last night.
So, if Medi suddenly can't talk, his teeth are stuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to save that until bonfire night.
Mm.
Bonfire night used to be treacle toffee, and because both
Yeah, but
parents are from Manchester way, it was like black pea mixtures and all sorts of things like that.
that was a proper stuff back then. We used to hit it with a hammer to break it up.
Yeah. I haven't had any since it was that. What's it like now then? Chewy.
Chewy. Yeah.
It's not the same.
Oh, do you remember those days when you'd have a little hammer and you have to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Little metal hammer.
Mm.
If you were a kid afterwards, you test it on each other's knees.
Mm.
So put this down. Don't need audio slave.
Oh.
Back on.
Oh. Ah. Oh.
Sugar rush.
You know when something is so sugary?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say you're not supposed to eat that. Bang's gorgeous.
Squeaks the same.
No, it's
Like polystyrene, cotton wool, and meringue, all as bad as each other.
It's like when Lisa used to make an eaten mess. I used to attack the meringue and stuff normally before she got to use it.
Yeah, no, that stuff goes through me. It kind of squeaks on your teeth when you're biting it.
Right, the good lady just come home, so I might just need to go have a quick chat with her for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So if we're not live, we can go live in, let's say, 5 minutes.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Well, we are live now, but it's all good.
Cabinets that you can get for stationery supplies and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I got one of those buried out in the forest, wrapped in plastic so that it doesn't let the moisture in. And I've got things like cash, laptop, documents. Let's see, laptop, documents, fake IDs, burner phones, knives, cash.
Missile launcher and
clothing.
turret.
Pardon?
Missile launcher and turret.
No,
No.
nothing that. The most dangerous thing probably in it is I've got a bow in it. I've got no guns.
It's a
just
bloody
bow.
big box then.
That's what I said. It's like a cabinet. You know the filing cabinets, stationery cabinets that they keep. There's like 3 or 4 shelves in it.
Right, you get buried in the forest. You don't lift it out every time you need to get something, do you? Have you got a small crane parked up next to it?
I don't need to take the whole cabinet off. The doors open it up, so it's like a cellar door type thing. You just pick up the items. So it's only probably
right,
a foot deep.
So your bow comes in 4 separate pieces.
No, because it's 6 foot tall or long. It's only a foot deep.
Yeah, but it's got drawers, though, wasn't it? Unless is it one?
No, the ones that stand in the office. It's one of those, but with the shelves taken out, and there's no.
It's when it's a filing cabinet. I can imagine pulling one drawer out with a bit of bow in it.
No, you're not a filing cabinet. It's the stationery cupboard type things. You know, the 2 doors that open out. They've got metal shelves. That's. God, yeah, I had to explain to you. I'm gonna have to find pictures next time.
Okay, shall we commence this evening's exciting episodes of What Are We Doing?
Yes, episode 6 of What the Hell's Going On in the World.
Just reset my luck points.
Yeah, reset everything.
There you
go. Okay, so last session. Do you know, I didn't actually look at the stream to remember where. Well, I know we left it with you deciding you were going to go to Whitby, and that everything pointed towards something going down in Whitby, and so we left it. I think with you getting into. Oh, that's right. Okay, so let's step back a little bit. Mark, Sam, your house, your apartment was raided. And a number of, if not all of, well, a significant number of your fellow tenants in the property were deceased.
Yes.
By whom and by what, you do not know. But you decided that a number of clues that you had seemed to point to Whitby and the presence of an individual called Paula Teague. And so I believe you made the decision that you would head north up the M1 across country to God's own land.
Ah, my heck.
And remember, Yorkshire. There's now good outside of Yorkshire.
That's right, we got our passport, so we're all right.
And if you want to go by Yorkshire Air, we'll fly where I want. We'll fly as high as I damn well want. And we'll fly for as long as I damn well want.
Planning fuel running out.
That is such a brilliant piss take. So, the journey northwards is going to be pretty. I think we established, didn't we, that it was going to take you a couple of hours to get to somewhere like Peterborough or Grantham, especially if you went up the A1. That would get you somewhere to stay overnight, and then you could set off fairly early in the morning and get into Whitby for sort of 8-9 o'clock in the morning, or of course you could drive all the way through the night and arrive in Whitby by about 1 a.m.
Yeah, we said we were going to stop off, and I think Nottingham was the...
Nottingham,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, well, I'm just having a look at what date it is. The 2nd. Okay, no problem. All right, so journey northwards then. Your stay in Nottingham is uneventful. You find a quiet sort of Premier Inn type affair just on the outskirts of Nottingham, not too far away from the motorway. That gives you a little bit of anonymity that would take a bit of cash rather than credit cards and allow you to stay overnight in a couple of rooms. Like most of these little places, it's a 2-floor place with probably no more than 40 rooms in it, so 20 on the ground floor, 20 on the first floor. Pretty functional, you know what you're getting. Clean, standard size, lift in, lift out type affair. So you get there, you have a bite to eat in the attached Beefeater restaurant bar, and then kind of get yourself settled down for the night.
Can I out on the news see if there's any updates on the story about Sam's place getting?
Yeah,
that's right. There was a news crew there, wasn't there?
Yeah, we saw it. Something on one of the TVs or radio or something like that.
And also about PC Johnson as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no real update about PC Johnson. The police continue to investigate that. They've referred themselves to the Independent Police Complaints Authority or whatever it's called, because they're concerned about how somebody could end up in such a state. Regarding the brutal assault on a suburban flat in East London, police are looking for one or more assailants. They believe them to be a local... Let's have a look. A local gang member. Ooh. That's interesting. So, London is still recovering from the after effects of the shooting of Mark Duggan, which took place in August, just over a month ago, and the knock-on effect of the riots that started in London and then spread out to a number of other parts of the country. The police are blaming the incident on some gang-related feud, stating that at one of the flats they found a large quantity of marijuana.
Well, that can't be Raquel's.
No, she's a cokehead. They've not really given any additional details, just that inquiries are continuing, but they don't believe it to be a risk to the wider community.
Oh, I can guarantee it is. They haven't got you yet.
That's quite worrying, but at least we're out of there now. I mean, Mark, I can't bloody well get how somebody could tear a door off like that.
No, I don't. But I have to admit that I would have expected the police to try and contact you by now. Anyone that's survived or they don't know about, they've not found the bodies that lived there, I would have thought they'd have got in touch.
Yeah, but I mean, let's face it, whoever ransacked my place took everything about me away with them.
Yeah.
So unless they contact the landlord...
You're not under another name or something there, are you?
No, that's my pad, mate.
Yeah. So...
Everything's legit in that area. All above board, squeaky clean.
So it's actually under Sam's name, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm just wondering whether or not someone's covering up the fact that you were there or lived there. If you can walk into a police station, they can doctor the records and things so that they can't associate you with it in case they are after you. Please, they don't want the police in the way. I might be overreacting here, but
yeah, all good ideas, mate. All good ideas.
All good ideas to make it easier for Zed to screw us over. I mean, I've got a knack of doing that.
Now, when we get to Whitby, we need to stake
my place out as well, just in case they're hitting our places.
What, you want us to go to Wales?
Yeah. Check out my place and switch cars. If they're after you, your car's known now.
No, this is my other car. Don't you remember me getting it from the garage? With all my bits and pieces in it.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's still associated with you, whether they could track it down.
No, this is a go car. That's why it's with the stuff.
Well, you should be alright then.
But what's in your go car?
There would be passports and whatnot in the back. There'd be my usual assortment of knives, some cash in there. I think I worked out my cash value, didn't I?
Okay. In terms of passports, whose name are they in?
Should have written this down to be hard, shouldn't I? So it would be Simon, Mackenzie.
That's based on Templar then.
Okay. Yeah.
And one for Stuart. Stuart Malcolm.
Okay.
And if you notice the initials of are all the same.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I picked
Brilliant.
up. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well. Okay. So at this point in time, those are IDs that you have. You need to decide out of your pool of points the rating of those IDs. You don't need to do it right now, but at a point where you may need to utilize the ID, that is when you make that decision. What other accoutrements do you have that go with those IDs?
There'd be a driving license for each.
Yeah. Do they have bank accounts?
Just a standard little savings account, little cashing account.
Okay, for both of them.
For both.
Okay. No problem. Okie doke. So, knives and some probably. Oh, you bought camping gear as well, didn't you? You sourced a bunch of camping gear.
UV lights and things. Yeah, money wise, there'll be $1,000 in there.
Okay. What about mobile phones allocated to Mackenzie and Malcolm?
Well, we've got burner phones, haven't we, as well? Sorry, for Mackenzie and Malcolm. They'd be just burner phones.
Okay.
Yeah, standard pay as you go.
Okay.
But they will have my contacts in from they'll all have the contacts in for the master phone anyway.
Okay. No problem. All right. So, Nottingham, are you going to take a detour from Nottingham over to Wales, or are you going to continue straight to Whitby?
That's up to the driver.
Well, Mark, what's there that you need, mate? Or
I
just, or you just check.
I
You supposed to just check your place out.
want to check my place out, make sure they're not hitting me as well. There's not much I need to pick up. If they haven't hit it, then it's all good. But if they have, then I'll need to pick up my go gear.
Okay, so all right, so
I mean, if you're going to do that, mate, we're going to have to have a few hours kip here. We're going to be leaving before breakfast.
Yeah.
Because
I thought that was the idea.
Yeah, it'll take a couple of hours to get there.
do you have a rough location of where this? Well, I'm sure you do, Kath. Where this House of Marks is?
Yeah, that's avoid.
Gotcha. Okay. Anywhere in particular? Do you have a little house in mind?
No, I don't. It's off the beaten track. It probably doesn't even exist. It's just in the area. There's lots of valleys and forests and things around there, so it's off the beaten track.
Is it a big place or a small place?
Small place.
Small place.
Yeah, so it's like a cottage type of thing in the woodlands. There's
like a gamekeeper or woodsman's
type of thing.
cottage.
Yeah, that type of thing. Something.
I'm just going to throw something. I'll throw something in the Discord chat. Appreciate that doesn't translate very well to anybody watching or listening. But how about this location? Or is that too fancy for what you had in mind?
That's a lot fancier than I had in mind.
Okay, let me continue searching then.
It's nice, but
it is very nice.
I wasn't picturing anything probably about half that size.
Okay.
I only live there on my own.
But you still bought a swimming pool.
Why would I want a swimming pool? Check up Swallow Falls. That's nearby.
Swallow Falls is lovely.
Yeah. That's why I chose Betsacoid, because the whole area is stunning.
Plus you can show off because you can say it properly.
Well, but it's that as well. Swallow Falls isn't exactly Welsh.
Well, no, Swallow Falls isn't.
Yeah, but Betsacoid is.
Right, I was having a look, actually. So... occasionally, if you... Ooh, how about that? How about this? I say very occasionally, if you're lucky, you can find isolated and random cottages and houses. So when I was playing in a Night's Black Agent game, my character had a random building that I found by the side of a road in the middle of Scottish Highlands, and that was his kind of go-to place. Does that work for you, Kath? You probably don't get a very good view of it, but it's kind of it's technically on Google Maps. It's listed as a holiday cottage, but it's down a really narrow, as you can see, down a very narrow road in the woods.
Yeah, okay. That's the type of thing I'm thinking of, where the woods are literally outside the doors, because that's where I've got my dash in.
Yeah. Okay, so I've kind of lost this now. And that is 2011, look, that date. So that's what it was like in 2011. Okay, so let's just I'll keep a record of that. Put that there. And I'll take a quick photograph of this so we know what it looks like from the road. Apologies to people, this isn't very good listening.
So this is what it looks like now. So, but when we get there, it's all burnt out, is what you're saying. You're going to doctor the image.
No, I just want to know if I know where it is.
Right, it's on the stream now.
Cool.
Even with a claymore attached to the tree.
The thing is, with it being that blurred an image, how fast were they going down there?
Yeah. Got what it's called now. What's it called?
Glanladir River Holiday Cottage.
Glanladir. Yeah, you've just butchered the Welsh language.
Yeah. I'll do that with any language.
Okay, so let's have a look. The reason I want to know that is directions to here from Nottingham. Oof. Okay, so it is approximately 3 hours and 162 miles to drive to that location, depending on, it's about 150 miles. So as you wake up the following morning, you basically take a detour. Again, there's not much in the news. You probably actually leave before the start of the the main news programs. Get yourself up and out fairly early. The drive westbound is pretty okay. Taking I've done this road plenty of times. Taking the A50 across to Stoke, heading up the M6, M56, A55, and then down the 470 to Betsy Coed and the house location. You are greeted by a very, very secluded house just on the outskirts of the village. It is it's quite a long way out south of the village, but it is a very very secluded, very isolated location, as you can see, in amongst a small the edge of a rather large woodland area. The house is exactly as you have left it. There has been no disturbances as far as you can tell.
Okay. I'll have a quick look around, make sure there's nothing that looks out of place, like the setup, surveillance, or.
Yeah. Okay. Give me. Let's have a look. Well, I guess it's pretty much going to be a perception check.
Yeah, just looking through. Why do I keep guessing it where the numbers are more or less the same? Right, let's do all that. Oh, why don't I flip it? That would have been awesome. But
you just needed standard. You didn't really need anything beyond that. I mean, it would have given you a Herculean success if you'd have flipped it, but there you go. Yes, so everything is still as you've left it. All of your surveillance is still in place. There are no signs of tampering on the door beyond the postman posting a couple of letters through the postbox. It is as you left it, as you had expected it to be.
okay.
Undisturbed.
So either they don't know me, don't know where I live, or they're just targeting you.
Well, that's it. I mean, to be fair, I'm the only point of reference because of the police station.
Yeah,
And if that guy has anything to do with this, then he only knows my name and he doesn't know where you live.
Well, he knows my name because that's why I came into the police station to speak to them, didn't I? They got my phone number.
Oh, that's true. Maybe they're just following me around then.
Yeah.
And as we went back to my place, it's like,
Maybe because it's close. They've gone there.
Well, they might have had tails on us.
Possibly.
I was just surprised we didn't pick up on them. Oh, mind you, saying that CCTV will follow you everywhere.
Yeah.
And if they can get into a police station and wipe all the footage in there, I don't think they have a problem with getting some cameras to follow us.
No. Oh.
But it's good. It's good that yours is safe, though, mate. That's really, really good.
Yeah, I'll just pick up a couple of things and we'll go.
Yeah, no worries. I'll
want to stay a bit.
No, well, I'll grab a coffee. It's been a long drive, mate. Well, you go, sort your stuff out. I'll grab a coffee. I'll come back to the car with my coffee and keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just picking up a couple of things. I'm not going to a ghost sash or anything. That's all there as long as I'm safe for the time being. The place hasn't been taken. I'll pick up a camera, laptop, and a GPS thing so that we can map exactly where we're going. Because we haven't got a laptop now, have we? Unless you've got another one in your ghost sash.
No, I've got my phone here, mate. There's no point in a laptop in a go bag because it'd be flat.
Yeah, but yours got trashed, didn't it?
It got stolen.
Yeah, so I'll pick mine up. I've got a camera with a long range zoom on it, but it's a bridge camera, so it's not an expensive one.
Yep.
I've even made a note of which one. Yeah, and GPS so that we can follow it, and that's about it.
All right.
And I'll get a change of clothes and things to take along as well.
Gotcha. I posted a picture. I found a better picture of your place. If you've not seen it, I'll share it in here. Hang on.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, yeah, that is a nice place.
Is that not a nice little place?
Yeah.
Be a bugger to get insurance on it, though, with flood risk.
It is a bit of a strange name, though. Leather Shore.
Leathershore. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's got some historical.
But it's a tannery or something, old tannery thing.
Oh, it could be.
It appears to be a 2-bedroom place with a little stream running outside it. Yeah. So really, really nice, actually.
Wouldn't have trouble sleeping, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Stream would just rock you sleep. Of course, the bad weather could get flooded.
It could get flooded, yeah. Yeah, it absolutely could. Okay, so you spend a couple of hours there, coffee, grabbing the gear that you need. Well, you probably spend an hour there making sure that everything is as safe and secure as you... Oh, I believe I just shut that down. Safe and secure as you expect it to be before kind of turning around and heading back in on the car, retracing your steps back to... Hang on, I've just completely logged myself back out of... Stupid. I do it all the time.
Yeah, we'll leave my car here then. Unless you want to take separate cars. I can't see the point, to be honest.
Nah.
But, yeah.
The journey... Actually, that's interesting. So the journey from there to Whitby is actually only...
quicker because you go up to Manchester and turn right, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you go straight along Yeah, it's 3 hours 56 minutes, so it's about an hour. It's about an hour longer and about 70 miles further. So let's kind of count this off. So, what time would you have left the following morning?
We were done before breakfast, about 6:30ish.
Okay.
Dodge traffic.
So by the time you get to the house, it's probably coming on for about 10 o'clock if you've driven all the way across without stopping. You spend about an hour there, takes you to about 11, and then it's about 4 hours. So by the time you get to Whitby, it is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a fairly nice, sunny September day. As you come into Whitby from the sort of the south and drive into the main town.
Don't have anything on the screen yet.
That's because
we don't have a token.
Night Black Agent.
It's a coal miner in his natural habitat.
Does that work?
Perfect.
Yeah. So as you can see, there are a number of places that are marked on the map that are hotels and things that you can choose to stay in. Do you have anywhere in mind? I mean, you probably have to do a little bit of an internet search to see if there's anywhere that you can find. I mean, the Langley appears to be a top-rated place. The Royal Hotel, which would overlook, I think the Royal Hotel sits quite high and overlooks the beach and the pier, the harbour area, and then obviously from there you can look over to the. See, I think Whitby is more. East facing, isn't it? So north would be up here, south, roughly speaking, would be here, and so to the south of you, you would be able to see Whitby Abbey, the old ruins that sit on the top. But is there anywhere in particular that you fancy staying?
Well, cheap and cheerful, maybe. I mean, not gonna say anything bad about the place. I've not seen it before. Maybe somewhere like the Dolphin. How price is that?
Let's have a look, shall we?
That's the one that jumped out of my head. Either that or camping out at Sneaton Castle.
Well, actually, the Dolphin is actually not cheap. It is approximately 100. It's probably about £100 a night in 2011.
No, we won't be going there.
Have you seen what's across the road?
What's that?
The Dracula Experience.
Yeah, I don't know if that exists in 2011, by the way. But if it does, it does. I mean, Whitby is famous for the Dracula story that was, it was captured in Bram Stoker's Dracula, and there is a big tourist thing. I mean, you will know that as you're driving to Whitby, you will know that there is a big tourist attraction around Dracula.
And all the goth stuff.
Yeah, all the story written by Bram Stoker. The Dolphin's quite a nice hotel. It does look directly out onto the estuary, but it is a little bit more pricey.
Yeah, maybe Assam House Bed and Breakfast, and that's right in the middle on Stakesby Road.
Yeah.
Assam House Bed and Breakfast in Whitby. Let's have a look.
Failing that, yeah, you're right. We'll pitch a tent
at the castle. Actually, there's something called the Castle House that looks like a bit of B&B.
The Castle House.
Order of the Holy Paraclet, or Cleat, whatever that is. Captain's House would be Castle House.
Trying to find it. I can't see it on the list.
That's a cool name for a B&B. Being beside the seaside.
Being beside the seaside. Nice.
Here we go. The Castle House, Castle Road, Whitby. Let's see if it tells us how long it's been about.
Yeah, that's a decent price. 3 nights, 2 bedroom, 2 adults, 1 child right now is just over £400. So that's a really decent price, actually. So yeah, that's available. You can get yourself kind of checked in and get a. Where is it on this map? Is it on this map? Oh, right over here, right on the outskirts. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, right by the castle. That's why I saw it, because I was looking at the castle at the time.
Oh, Sneaton Castle. Yeah.
And Welsh, we're known for our castles. They just jump out at me when I see them on maps.
Yeah. And it looks like a very nice place, actually. So arriving. So you're gonna go to? Are you gonna go to Castle House then? Yeah.
Yeah, if it's reasonable, might as well.
It would appear to be reasonable.
Yeah, it keeps trying to get me to book a room there now. Keep getting pop-ups.
Is it going? Bucket now.
Yeah, now booking.com and things popped up on the screen.
Yeah, it's literally a converted house, isn't it? Terrace house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the one with the big bush outside?
And what looks like god awful pebble dash brickwork wall.
Yeah.
Rendering.
Yes. It does get it gets good ratings though. Okay, yeah, you can pull up there and you can, it's just outside of season, so it is probably quieting down. There's a couple of rooms there. Probably charge about £70 a night plus breakfast, or including breakfast. So yeah, it's fairly cheap and fairly cheerful. Far enough outside of town so as not to attract too much attention, but not. Oh God, those views are gorgeous. But generally speaking, it is an okay place. You get there, you get yourself checked in. The proprietor is I would say a not middle aged, maybe a little bit older than sort of middle aged, so maybe in their 50s. And I would say the owners are Graham and Virginia.
I knew you were going to say that.
Brilliant.
The owners are Graham and Virginia. A rather nice couple that have decided to settle in this area, moving up from the south. That's a bit too close to home, but there we go.
Yeah, now that would be the next stop that we go to that we'd find that where those GPS coordinates lead to us.
You get yourself in there and yeah. So what is the next plan?
I do believe that we're going to go have a look at where this business is and just have a hang around there.
HGD shipping.
HGD shipping. Okay. You're gonna go and look for HGD shipping. All right, give me computer use rolls, please. Let's see if you can figure out where, first and foremost, where HGD shipping are. You could rotate that and get yourself a standard success if you felt you needed one.
Yeah.
Actually, let's just pause for 1 second. So technically, I'm just going to pause for 1 second. Technically, you haven't completed chapter 1, but you've moved into chapter 2. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to use, and I think you've got to do, to make your experience rolls. Can't keep any. You can't keep them over. You've got to spend them.
Right.
Before we go any further.
How many do we have at the moment?
6 I've got.
6, yes.
I've spent 1 though, so you should have 7, I think.
I was going to say we initially spent some on the first one, didn't we? Or the second one.
I spent 1 on the second one. I didn't think you'd spent any.
No, I didn't think you spent any.
Yeah, it was only the 1 that I spent, and then we said that we'll save them.
Okay, so Sam, I've given you 7 in total, and then Kath's got 6, and then we'll just keep accumulating them accordingly. First and foremost, I think anything with a fumble, you just increase by 1%. That's right, Medi?
You got it.
So anything that you've marked as a fumble, up by 1%, remove the fumble.
So you just put it in the training as an extra 1, or miscellaneous as 1.
I'm doing miscellaneous for fumbles.
Okay, miscellaneous for fumbles. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, there's only the 1 anyway. I'll take that. How do you make the rolls again? Just you've got to roll above or below.
Above, but add your intelligence bonus. Or your intelligence, sorry.
So you add your intelligence score. So I need to add 13 to each. Just wait, I'll get low rolls on all these now. Yeah, I got low rolls. Can you use luck points?
No.
No. But if
actually, I need to add intelligence on that, don't I?
Yeah. So what D100 plus 13, get more than the actual score of the skill, and then if you do that.
Yeah, I was rolling on the skill. That's why.
No.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So start again. So roll 1d100 plus 13. What is the skill you're rolling against? Computers. So your goal is to beat 36.
Yeah. Seriously?
Okay. Well, it's not bad. So increase computers by 1%.
Wrong button. I've just seen there's a tick box in there for fumbled.
Yeah, inside the actual skill. Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that before. So that's down to 5 rolls.
Yeah, so the way this is going, you need to... Okay, so you can learn a new professional skill at a cost of 3 experience rolls.
What was that, sorry?
You could choose to learn a new professional skill, but that will cost you 3 experience rolls to do so.
Okay.
But also, I was going to say that would also take time if you want to do it that way as
Also
well.
takes time, yeah. You haven't necessarily... So you could sort of say, I'm going to spend a month of time in amongst the adventure learning the basics of electronics, for instance. and then you could spend your 3 XP rolls in a month's time in game and hit electronics as a known skill.
Yeah, any new skills here?
Would be nice if there was a way to automate rolling.
Yeah, there is on roll 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, on this there isn't. I don't think. Not seen anything.
Roll this on stealth.
Okay. Again.
I told you I was just going to get crap rolls. So...
That didn't come through though. Oh yes, it did. 15. Okay, what's your stealth?
55.
Okay, yep. So increase it by 1%.
That's now 26. And knock down experience rolls. Can I try again on the skill again if I've failed the roll? Or...
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay. Computers again.
Okay. There you go.
For a second, then I thought it was going to roll 09.
So 1d4 plus 1.
Plus 1.
You can increase your computers by 5% this time.
Okay. It's a bit more respectable. Oh! Didn't know I'd taken medicine. Okay, I don't remember doing that.
Well, useful skill to have.
Yeah. I've got first aid and medicine, but I don't remember taking the medicine side. But
there you go.
So I have got a science skill. 1d100 plus 13. And I'm going to go for an and on this one. Nope.
What's your medicine skill?
No, unarmed.
Oh, unarmed. Okay. And
Yeah,
that's a no, is it?
Yeah, 49. I failed by 5%.
Okay. Increase unarmed by 1. I'll make that 4 out of your 6.
Yeah, I've got 2 left. Plus 13. So I start using some of these skills. I don't exactly know what they're for, so I'll go for don't need that yet. I'll go electronics.
Okay.
So 40, so I've got 57. That's Yeah, that's beating it. I was at
1d.
14.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1. 2.
Okay.
Last one. Good survival on this one. What the hell? Yeah, that's definitely higher.
1d4 plus 1.
Yeah, that's all mine done.
Oh, fantastic. Right, mine is straightforward. My stealth, which is currently 61. Ooh, that was rubbish. So it's now 62. I'll alter these once I've done the rolls.
Okay.
Perception, which is 58 at the moment.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's definitely going to go up.
Yeah. You're obviously smarter than me as well.
So that's increased by 5. Lock picking, which is currently 46.
Okay. Nice.
It's got all the rolls I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's increased by 4. Commerce, which is 31.
That's going up as well.
Nice, that's 2. Athletics, which is 41.
Okay.
Boo. Why my dice that appeared on the screen are nothing like the figure that's appearing there. Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's adding 18, isn't it?
Oh, of course, it's adding the 18. I'm being stupid. Yeah, ignore that, sorry. So that goes up by 1, sorry.
That's why I said that you're smarter than me, because you're getting a better bonus.
Endurance, which is which is currently now 51. And the last one is brawn.
Brawn. Yeah. You've been working out, have you?
Yeah, I think climbing up and down drain pipes and things has been doing that.
No worries. But then you see it gets countered by the fact that you've been drinking loads of beer.
That's true.
All right. Well done. Okay, so, yes, you get yourself settled. So now you can roll your computer skill to determine if you can locate HGD. Oh, Mark, very nice success.
He had to go one better, didn't he?
Sorry.
I need good rolls on Thursday now.
I agree. Okay. There we go. So, HGD shipping. HGD Logistics has a main warehouse located on Cholney Way. Which I don't actually think is on this map, isn't detailed enough. So let me have a quick look where that is on the map. Yes.
So I would expect it by the coast, but
it is actually. You may have actually driven past it on your. You will have driven past the location. You won't have driven past the place. So Cholmondeley Way is down. You see where it says Morrison's Daily?
yeah,
It's further south along the A171. It is a location just outside of the main part of town. Let me give you an alternative map of Whitby. 1 second. What would be really cool is if you could do a live link to something.
What's its postcode?
I haven't got the postcode written down. Let's have a look though, see if I can find it for you.
Oh, it's Cholmondeley, wasn't it? Cholmondeley.
Cholmley.
what's that? CHOL.
CHOLMLEY.
All right, little industrial estate. Let me put that across to the stream.
Now look at. It is really important that you look at them because the Google map that you'll see is how it is today. Oh. But if you look at 2000 and the only map that exists is 2009 of a street view.
That's what I've got.
It is. It's lots of little industrial buildings, and the one that you're looking for is the one that has the your waste van skip outside. I think technically the map says it is A.T. Cowan and Son, but it's that building. The drive over from where you are is probably going to take you 10 minutes. Have a look.
Like Cowan's must be a big fan of like Cowan windows.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh, your waste. There we go. Got it.
Yeah, you got it. You got that one. So that's the building.
What's it called? Sorry.
Hang on, let me show you.
It's right at the end of the Cromley Way Road before it turns right.
I see it. Yeah. Found it.
Yeah, because you got Cowan's windows at the start and Cowan's thing at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kept turning back before I got so far.
Yeah. So it's not. So this is the fictitious HGD Logistics. It is tucked away in the very corner of this industrial estate. You take a drive out over there, park yourself up, probably not too far away from where that car is parked, actually, that you can see on that map, on that image, and take a look at what you can see. It seems to be a nondescript kind of, not attracting any kind of attention type building. It is a exactly as you said, right? So the side appears to be the entrance to maybe the office area. Maybe there's a small office to the building sort of attached to this at the back or to the side. Out the front, you can see a couple of sort of entrances that are designed for vans or lorries of the kind of size that you can see on screen. There are a number of vehicles parked around, just typical cars, much again like you can see, pallets and things stacked up, a couple of waste bins. Yeah, it's not too dissimilar from what you can see in this image. The difference is, though, that blue and white van is actually a black van that is parked to one side, and you notice that it seems to have it seems to be a black van with let's have a look.
Same plate says picked up the bodies.
No, it has I'm just trying to get you what you can see. Why didn't I think of doing this the other day? I spent hours doing this and I forgot the one important thing. So let's grab this. You are gonna have to bear with me a second. So it appears to have a bunch of so it's a black van with a bunch of silver dots just on the side. Doesn't have anything else on it. No motto, no logo, no nothing. Right, let me give you this. It'll take me 2 seconds to do this. And it is definitely that kind of blue and white side. So it's kind of a canvas sides over probably a light aluminium frame body and a small cab at the front.
You posted something somewhere.
No, I'm just sorry. I'm getting there.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether I'd done something to mess it up. Okay.
And that, I mean, this tells you exactly what it is you're looking at, but that is, oh shit! I've just shared all sorts of things with you. I think that I shouldn't have done. Hang on.
Okay. We're supposed to see the night sky.
Yeah, that's the best I could get. There is no, ignore the trees. It's obviously not trees, but that's what you'll see. You'll see exactly that is what's on the side of the van. Yes.
Oh, so I just cancelled that because I didn't think you wanted to see it. I just closed it down.
But that is exactly what you'll see on the side of the van.
Okay.
And there is one of those parked up just by the side. There are a couple of other normal vans in the loading bays. There's 2 or 3 people milling around and kind of moving around, but there's nothing untoward. You know, from the outside, from where you are, it just appears to be a very normal day-to-day operating logistics warehouse kind of place.
Can you share that image again of the constellation?
I can absolutely share that image again of the constellation.
Take a photo of it. And I'll make sure nobody's looking our way when I'm taking photos.
Okay.
And then hide the camera. And if I see any people walking about, thank you. I don't, obviously not looking directly at me type thing. I'll try and snap pictures of them as well to try and identify who they are at some point.
No problem. You can do that. You can sit there for 10-15 minutes taking photos. Your angle to the side of the van is not brilliantly clear, but you could certainly sort of drive the car a little bit further round and see if you can get a better shot. You can get an okay enough shot to make out kind of what this is.
Okay. Yeah, it's got decent zoom on the camera to be able to get some detail on people as well. If there's any doors open and I can see people through, like on the loading bays, I'll try and snap them as well.
Yeah, you can take a whole bunch of photos. That's not a problem.
Hopefully we can identify Teague. That's
definitely a Snoopy constellation.
I was going to say, I don't know much about stars and things. I have no idea what the hell that's supposed to be. Would there be a skill to recognise that?
There would be. I'll tell you what. Yeah, there would be a skill. So, what would the skill?
I was going to say, if there's an astrology, I ain't got it.
Yeah, astrology, astronomy. However, give me a survival test, but I want it to be hard.
Oh,
close.
Very close. Do you want to risk a reroll?
Yeah. Right.
Ooh, you can't even get a reverse on that.
No, it'd be just a standard.
It would just be a standard. Oh, look at the reroll. Gets a hard.
Nice.
Okay. So, that is the Canis Major constellation.
That's not anything like a dog. But okay.
The thing about the Canis Major is it is comprised of the brightest star in the night sky, Sirius. Sirius is colloquially known as the dog star. Typically, Sirius Canis Major is a southern hemisphere up to part of the mid-latitudes of the northern hemisphere. So I don't actually think... yes, you can just about see Sirius in winter diagonally down from the left of Orion's belt. So it's not specifically an English reference.
Okay.
It's an interesting choice of logo. I mean, let's face it, though, if they're an old shipping firm that have gone back a long time, maybe they used to use stars to navigate, didn't they?
Yeah. If we check the website for the company, is their symbol this kind of major constellation?
Nope.
Okay. I'll do a search on shipping companies or transport companies that... Actually, I'll just do a search on companies with this logo on.
So HGD's logo is kind of like a truck or a lorry with hauling the letters HGD.
Right, okay.
Give me a computer check.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so I'll give you that one as well. The logo appears to reference a company called Sirius Minerals.
Yeah, what do they do? Anything that's obviously tying in with this company, or is just for transport type thing?
Sirius Minerals, as far as you can tell, were founding were founded in 2003. They are an American company initially focused on potash mining in North Dakota. But it seems very recently they were given a license to explore potash. Not potash. Yes, to explore, to dig an exploratory mine in North Yorkshire for polyhalite, which is a type of potash. And it seems that they're working on a mine approximately 3 miles south of Whitby.
That's a big operation they've got.
It is.
And it's 15. It's a mile down.
1.5 meters down, yes. And the original, covering an area of approximately 307 square miles, 105 square miles onshore and 207 square miles offshore. And they were planning on proposing to dig and run a mineral transport system 36 miles north to Teesside, if you look at Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Very, very clever.
I'm seeing no links whatsoever as to how this can be involved with people trying to kill us.
Nah, but
might come to light later on, but yeah, we're missing something. So that the parcel that we found the shipping note from came from here, did it?
It would appear to have come from HGD Logistics Whitby, yes.
Yeah, right, okay.
And this appears to be the place.
Maybe this Sirius place is Sirius Minerals is just dropping off a sample or something to ship out somewhere.
Could be, yeah. Does the van look anything like the ones that we saw in London collecting the bodies?
No, right. Different type of vans.
Okay.
No, this is a... Oh.
I was wondering if there was a cover up or something, but.
Well, let's just sit it tight and mate for a bit. What time are we on now? It's
it is probably close to 4 p.m.
I wouldn't mind staying. I wouldn't mind staying here until sort of closing time.
Okay. About half an hour or so later, so as you get to sort of 4:30, one of the vans pulls out of the kind of the loading bay and drives off. As that happens, you'll see that the black Sirius Minerals van, small lorry, kind of starts up, pulls forwards, reverses into the van, into the hole, and just sits there for about 15 minutes, after which it will set off. At this point, it's about the other van will pull off, so the two sort of loading bays are now empty, and as it will go before the Sirius Minerals van, and as that pulls out, you'll see that both of the loading bays are sealed up with big iron pull down
Shutters.
doors.
Yeah.
Shutters, yep. And then over the next sort of 20 minutes, 30 minutes, people start to come out and get into cars and drive off. And by about 5:30, there is only a couple of lights on in the office part of the building.
I'm hoping Mark's been taking photos of the people coming out.
Yep, his camera's been going non-stop for the last half hour.
So we're going to keep waiting until the last people come out, but we're looking for a woman.
Okay. You will have seen half a dozen already.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got no idea what she looks like, so.
We haven't.
We couldn't find her online either, could we?
No.
So.
What's the security look like?
I was about to say exactly the same thing.
There doesn't appear to be CCTV cameras on the outside of the building. There do appear to be a couple of spotlights. Beyond that, you can't tell.
Right.
Yeah. Did the people walking about have badges? ID badges?
Hell. Oh, okay. You didn't see anything like ID badges.
Yeah.
So it's a Saturday, by the way.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I just realised myself. Technically, it wouldn't have been open, but no, it was open. They were doing some operation work.
Well, you would have thought something this size, Mark, would have ID badges and things, would you? Because they'd all know each other.
Yeah.
There are now probably 5 cars left in the car park, including probably a decent BMW.
I'm just hoping that there'd be picture IDs that we can find an office with a list of the picture IDs. We can put a name to the face. But just clutching at the straws.
Right, well, let's just hunker down still, mate, and just
Yeah, wait until they've all gone.
By 6 o'clock, the final car pulls out of the car park. Of the remaining 5 cars, or 6 cars, let's have a look. Three of them appear to have been driven by women, and 3 of them by men. Obviously.
Right. Question is, do we go in when we know it's all completely quiet, or in fact we can come back in a bit, can't we? But
yeah.
Or do we wait until tomorrow and being a good old Sunday and try during the day?
I'd say try tonight, in case they're doing something tomorrow, like they were today. Even if it's off the books, there might be somebody here tomorrow during the day. Whereas, if we have a look around, with any luck, there'll be PC will have an office or something with pictures in it, and we can find a name on it and put 2 and 2 together. But just have a quick look around. But
let's keep our fingers crossed on that one, mate, because the way our luck's been going, it's been pretty ropey.
Yeah. An idea.
Is that nice BMW still there?
It's gone.
It's gone. So everything's gone now. It's completely gone.
Correct. Yes.
Give it half an hour and we'll head around, have a look. Leave the car where it is, though.
All right. Okay. So you wait a further sort of 30 minutes. Gets you to about 6:30 in the evening. And we're going to take a quick 10-minute break.
Coolio.
Get a drink.
Ouch.
Black screen so far.
Oh, God. Does that work?
Nope.
Nope. Still black.
I think you might have to drag our tokens across. Oh,
Ah,
there we go.
go.
Yep.
Not necessarily to scale. The X marks where you've parked. The squiggly line in front of you is kind of the embankment that drops down to where the building is, and the building, roughly speaking, the layout that you see in the building in front of you looks like that. Obviously, there is a driveway in sort of. There's a driveway down and in here, parking all around here, wasteland kind of heading round the back of the building. You can't really get a good view. There doesn't seem to be some kind of office facility, probably 2-story, sat to the side of the building. Maybe goes into the roof space of the warehouse itself, but from where you are, it's very hard to tell. At the moment, the 2 loading bays, the shutters are down, and that's all locked up. These are the waste kind of recycling bins.
Right. There's no it's like on the Google Maps. There's no gate or anything.
Nope.
On the
No,
place.
straight wander straight down. Yeah.
There's no dogs patrolling then.
No dogs, no nothing.
And no sign of any security whatsoever, which is...
Well, no sign of any security outside, no.
Yeah.
I'll be scanning the place for like an alarm box.
Okay.
Yeah.
There will be actually no, there'll be no telephone cable connections visible either. But most likely those are underground.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell how the building is wired up.
Well, mate, no time like the present.
Yeah.
Let's have a mooch around.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take with me. Obviously, I've got my one knife with me, but I'm also going to take my lock picking bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got the same thing.
Right.
Multi-tool, fix, knife, torch.
Yeah.
The one that can flash to. I've got one that basically switches between normal and UV. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got gloves as well.
So you can head down from the car, head down the embankment, down past the side of the two bins. You get down to the bottom, and as I say, it's like a rough sort of cinder / kind of a rough, that kind of black cindery kind of stone that's been laid down to create the surface for vehicles to drive on. Quite compacted. There's a few. There'll be a few sort of piles of pallets and things in this kind of area here. Obviously, these two things are closed. There doesn't appear to be any other entrance at the front, in the very front. You have no idea what's round the sides, but obviously you do know that you can get round to the office by heading to the left.
I'm guessing that the staff came out of this sort of direction.
Yes, they did.
Right.
Yeah. Head round the side.
Some of the staff came this way.
Oh, well,
and some of it came this way.
Let's do a perimeter first before we...
Yeah. Have a quick look in the skips as we go past. Don't rummage around, just look inside and see what type of things they're throwing in.
Mostly packaging, so styrofoam, because I know you don't like it. Big sheets of plastic, empty rolls, cardboard rolls that might have had bubble wrap or other plastics on it, a few broken, smashed pallets, not paper and cardboard, nothing that screams like it's out of place.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, head round the side.
Which way are you going, left or right?
Left.
I was going to say right, but yeah.
You always go left. It's the rule of role playing, isn't it?
Yeah, always go left. Okay, so as you come round to the left, you get a good view of the office, and the office is across 2 floors. There are windows, so this is ping. This is a window. This is a door. This is a window. Window. There appears to be a camera there that is kind of covering that area. And you don't notice it until you effectively get inside the camera's angle. And almost immediately you see the door open, and a man wearing a white shirt, black trousers, and what appears to be not shiny but decent sized bother boots, and a sort of equipment belt around his waist, kind of opens the door. Evening, gentlemen.
Hello, mate. How you doing? You ain't seen a dog around here, have you?
A dog?
Yeah.
No.
Black lab.
No. What kind of dog? Black lab?
Black lab.
No, not seen a black lab. You lost him?
Yeah. Just typical. You let him off the lead for a little bit, and off they go.
This isn't a good place to be letting dogs loose. There's all sorts of places they could be hiding.
Oh no, it's my fault completely.
Boy or a girl?
She bitch.
No, can't say I've seen it. Nobody's reported it, so no, nothing here.
Oh well, thanks.
Carl, guy's lost a dog. You haven't seen a dog? No, not on my perimeter walk. Didn't see one. No. Yeah, no dog down here, mate.
Nah, thanks for that. Thanks, Carl.
All right. No worries.
Let's go try back up the other way then, Ernest.
The guy, you watch as the guard goes back in and closes the gate, closes the door. Give me strategy and tactics roll, please. Ooh, nice. Okay, so you can ask 5 questions about the security guard, and they're not necessarily yes/no questions. I will give you detail, and they can be quite tough questions, like very direct questions, because you've got a formidable success.
Right. The utility belt, or the belt he was using, what was on it? Any weapons or?
So, from what you can see, there was a collapsible baton, probably a maglite, or at least a maglite holder, a pouch at the back that most likely contained mace or the equivalent, like a pepper spray. And you noticed that looped loosely around the belt were several zip ties.
Nice. Loaded for bear.
There was a distinct part of the belt that was empty.
Oh, wasn't it a holster by any chance?
There was a space on the belt that could probably hold a holster, yes. So that's your first, I'm going to give you, that's your first sort of hard success answer.
I don't have the skills, so I'm letting you go over all the questions. I've got one in my head, but
any logos, security logos, or anything on them?
Like there was a logo of what appeared to be a sort of a stylized V.
Okay.
It's kind of V-shaped, but it looked like the V itself kind of curved around, and there was 2 little indentations at the end.
Oh. Almost like an M without the going all the way down, you mean?
Yes.
I'm thinking like
fangs at the end.
What was that? Stargate. Teal'c had that kind of Horus, I think it was symbol or something like that, but it was a kind of loop. If I'm picturing it right.
Right. So, would this be just a 2-man team, do I think?
Yes.
And did they look military in aspect as well?
That's the one I was thinking of. That was the question I'd have asked. But
all right, I got formidable, didn't I? What are the lottery numbers for when?
So the guy that came out, the shirt was not ill-fitting, but you could see when he kind of put his hands, certain ways he placed his hands, you could see the muscle bulging out on the shirt. He's definitely keeps himself fit, keeps himself well. Definitely keeps himself in shape. The other thing is his hair wasn't quite a military buzz cut, but it's still quite close.
Gotcha.
Like, you've been in the army for a long time, and you can't quite break the habit of how you have your hair done, but you don't really want it as severe as you would have done in the army.
It's like I want to grow it out, but I don't really want to because it's normal.
And the other thing you'd notice is that the way his eyes tracked you, but were also constantly keeping an eye on his surroundings. So he's definitely got military experience and military training.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm fumbling now for. So this security camera is going to be way better than a standard warehouse security.
Yes. It is tucked up in the eaves of the building, pointing sort of down into that area, and you can see that there is a couple of small discs that are reddish in colour underneath the camera itself.
Gotcha.
You suspect that the security system has a fairly sophisticated night vision capability.
Fantastic. And last but not least,
so you asked about a 2-man team. Yes, you believe it's a 2-man team.
The shoes, the boots.
Yep.
You say they were shiny.
They weren't quite shiny, but they were well maintained.
Yeah.
They were clean. They weren't dusty. They were definitely more Western European army boots than desert boots.
Fantastic.
Similar to the boot prints we found in his place. That type of army boot rather than...
That type of army boot, yes. Yeah. Okay. And trousers would have been more cargo trousers than smart trousers.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, you could imagine the shirt would disappear for a tight-fitting polo neck or tight-fitting turtleneck.
I feel I'm missing one important question.
Oh, the other thing is, as you kind of say bye and start to turn, you'll hear the door close, but you'll note that there is a pair of eyes or another figure at the other window, just kind of casually watching you.
Right.
And they had radios on their belt, or he had a radio on his belt, not one of those that has the thing that comes up. And he probably had it in one ear as well, so the wire would go down through his shirt and to his radio.
That's a proper security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost bodyguard security. Okay, head to the car, but in that sort of way where we're looking around still.
Okay. You spend a little bit of time looking, making a scene to look for the dog, cross over the road, kind of look at the buildings around that side. You deliberately walk past the office, up on the road, calling out for a fake dog that doesn't exist. And then gradually, after sort of 10-15 minutes, you kind of make your way back to the car and climb in.
Yeah, let's just go for now.
Okay. You head back into town. Are you going to go into town? It's Saturday night. It's about 7:30. There will be some pubs open. Certainly, definitely pubs open. Fish and chips, that kind of thing. Or are you going to go back to the castle house?
No, let's go get a pint and some food.
Yeah.
A pint and some food. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's northern beers like.
All right.
And
Anywhere
then
in
we
particular?
never leave the place.
Anywhere in particular? Don't have the detail on here for pubs.
No, let's think where was that photo taken? Was that near any? Because she didn't. Wasn't there a picture of tea? Not a picture of tea, but wasn't there a picture up here of?
That was coming from the docks, wasn't it?
You
Yeah,
haven't
we
seen
had-
photo. You haven't got photos of here from anywhere yet.
Right.
Yeah. The only one we've got was, but it showed like a jetty in the sea type thing when we were looking at the place itself, so it was right on the coast.
Yeah.
It wasn't the town itself.
Right.
So there's a bunch of places. I mean, this kind of area, all around the sort of the Whitby Harbour area, this kind of the Dolphin area, all of this area here, it's in kind of yellow. There are many many pubs that you can go drinking in.
Yeah, let's just pick one and go to it.
Okay. Do you want one with a view of the harbour? So, getting yourself to where's? Okay.
Well, how about let's go to the Star Inn.
The Star
That's
Inn.
On Haggard Street, is it?
Yeah, there it is. The Star Inn on Haggersgate.
That's it.
Okay.
Looks like a nice little local thing down a little area.
Hasn't really changed much. It's a Tetley Bitter and Carlsberg house in 2009? What was it like in 2014? Carlsberg and Tetley's. So it doesn't really change much in that time. So yeah, it's a very quaint, typical kind of small Yorkshire tavern bar. None of this modern faffery that you get down in London. You know, a classic spit and sawdust. There's a wooden bar, a few tables around, and you know you can get in there, get yourself a seat. It's busy, but it's not rammed. Serves a decent pint, lager, Carlsberg, and a couple of others, couple of ciders in bottles, or Tetley's on tap. Probably a Guinness as well on tap. My camera's flickering green again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, strange. So, get yourself a pint, get yourself some food, get yourself settled. What are you going to do? It's a quiet... Well, it's not quiet. It's a Saturday night. It's not quiet. It's quite lively. Still tourists and people about. It's not rammed like it will have been maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Certainly 2 weeks ago. But there's the kind of the final few families and things here just before schools return. Children return to school.
Yeah, just get a beer, find a corner, go through the photos of the staff leaving.
Give me perception checks as you do that. Oh dear, Mark. One of the women that came out at the end, as I said, there was sort of a lot of workforce left. And then there were sort of 6 cars remaining, 3 men, 3 women. One of the women that comes out looks a little familiar. There's something about her that says, I've seen you before somewhere.
The only ones we've come across really is
Photos on your camera.
That's what we've seen on the camera or in the inn.
No, the photo on the camera of one of the women that's coming out to a car. It's a plain old Ford Fiesta, nothing fancy, an 09 reg, so a couple of years old. She looks familiar.
Any resemblance to Cassandra? Or...
She looks like Cassandra. The difference here, though, is she has blonde hair.
Okay.
Maybe she's Teague.
Possibly. If they're related, I can see why she'd want to get her out.
Why don't you use your womanly charms, manly charms?
I'm bit out of practice. Why do you think I live in the middle of a forest? She's not in the pub. She's on the camera.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought it meant somebody in the bar.
No.
Oh,
no,
my
on
apologies.
the camera we spotted her. Yeah. I was going to say, how am I supposed to do that from the photo?
Oh, I thought we got so lucky.
No. If anything, it would be the 2 security guards that walk in with our luck.
But maybe it's a sister then, mate. And that means if it is, she's all right. She's upright and talking.
Yeah. I wonder if she knows about Cassandra.
Well, maybe we should. This might take more than a couple of days because we should be thinking about maybe either following it or finding out where that car is.
Yeah. Did I catch the number plate of the car on the photo?
You will do, yes.
It's quite a big place. Anybody you know could track down that number? I'm a bit loathed at the moment. A bit worried about involving Jodie at the moment.
Yeah. No. The contact I'm thinking of doesn't do anything like that. He's a scientist. We don't have access to this type of thing. Oh. Unless he might know somebody though. Let's see, how did I word it? I could possibly check him out, but I was thinking of contacting him about those things that we found.
Those bloody white
liquids
worms.
Type thing.
Or the liquids?
No, the liquids more than anything, but yeah, white worms as well. The few things I might need him for. Just hope I don't burn him. Would I be able to do any tests on this liquid now that I know that I've got medicine?
You can always try, yes.
Well, that's for another day, mate.
So,
we're trying to find out where this lady is.
I'm just thinking I won't ask him if I can do this. I'll ask him for something else. Yeah, I could always give Liam a call. He's working with the SOCA, Serious Organised Crime Agency, so might be able to get a address on the car number plate. Maybe do a search on the name.
Okay, you're going to reach out to your contact.
Yeah.
Saturday evening, 7:20.
I'll send him a text message saying when you're free and not in a busy place, give me a call.
Okay, so go to your passions on your character sheet. This was the only place we could really set this up. Create a new passion. Give it the name of your contact.
My new passion is Liam. Yeah, right. That really sounds good, doesn't it?
It's the only way. It's the only place that these can be fit to allow you to roll on them. Because, as we discovered, putting it in cults and brotherhood, you can't actually roll against it. Set it to let me do this for you. So it's going to be charisma. Charisma doesn't really matter. How many of your points are you allocating? So whatever you allocate, then just set the total.
Yeah. What was the max that we could use?
80.
So I'll set it for 80 then. Okay. How do I override that?
I'll do that for you. So it's going to be... There we go.
It was 300 in total, wasn't it?
Yeah, 300 in total each. All right, and then just roll against that, and let's have a look at what you've got. Nice. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to remind myself what happens next.
Oh, very nice.
Okay. Reduce.
Don't I increase it was a crit, didn't you say?
Yeah, you didn't get a crit though. So crit has to be
Herculean.
an actual crit across the board.
Right.
Which I think Medi rolled a 0-1 or something.
Yeah.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I just saw critical and that's rung a bell.
Yeah, and that means it's critical and very easy and easy.
Okay, so roll 1d6 plus 1. Okay, so reduce the total by 3, so that's going to take you down to 77 now. But you've got up to a formidable success on the information that he is giving you. For him, though, okay. So you send him the message, and about 10 minutes later, you get a blip back, and it just says "urgent?" ?
Not now. Within the next couple of days.
Okay.
So he doesn't.
You just respond.
Panic in case it's something.
Yeah, you respond with like a 2 days, and you just get a thumbs up response back. Okay. So what exactly have you asked Liam for?
The owner of detail of the owner of the license plate and any information on a PT working at HG, whatever it is, HGT shipping. It's a background check kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing too in depth, I think, just so we can contact her.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you get a thumbs up, and yeah, no response for now. He will go off and do that for you in the next couple of days. You kill the next couple of hours just kind of drinking a couple of beers, having some food, and kind of mulling over the things that you have learnt or discovered today before heading back to Castle House. Technically, it's actually probably close enough for you to walk it, although you may have got a car. I don't know. Did you walk? Did you get a car? It's probably a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, I mean, looking where the star in is, it would be hard to park up around there anyway.
Yeah,
so, yeah, I would have walked in.
Yeah, okay. You get back to the Castle House, settle in for the evening, and yeah, following day. Let's kick over to the following morning.
Well, when we get in,
yeah,
Is there a local phone book there?
There is a local phone book, yes.
I shall look through the local phone book and see if I can find a Teague in the phone book.
Okay.
God, they bring back memories.
I thought about that before using the contact, but I thought, well, get a bit more info.
And they will have been round there about that time because I delivered phone books for my Dinkley Doofer back in 2014.
Yeah.
We haven't had one for years, and we've had 2 today.
Yeah, well, it was round Kirby Moor sideways, so that's that neck of the woods.
You've actually had a phone book delivered today?
We had a phone book saying that this is the final one, and it's for Northeast Wales, and it's half of it. It's only about
businesses.
That big.
Yes, businesses, isn't it?
Half of it's businesses, half of it's residential. Well, if the BT are getting rid of the landlines, that side's going to disappear anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we've had the first one in God knows how many years. It's only very little. It's not even full size. It's a full height, it's half as wide.
Yeah, they were about.
Yeah, they used to be. You could kill someone with one before now. I remember Jeff Capes ripping them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those around here. What, last year?
Oh, we haven't had one for years. They probably think everyone in Wales knows each other.
BT is obligated by Ofcom to provide a printed directory to its own customers. Interesting. Okay, yes, there is a phone book. Browsing through the phone book makes it not that difficult. There is no PT listed.
Okay. How about Irvin?
There is no Irvin listed. There is an R Teague listed.
Oh. Well, if she is related to Cassandra...
Actually, no, there won't be. Sorry, there is no R Teague. There is no Teague listed.
Okay.
Apologies. No, there's no Teague. I don't want to mislead you.
Right. It's worth a try.
Yeah. All right. Following day, breakfast. It's a Sunday, so breakfast commences at 8 a.m. Rather than very early. So I don't know whether you struggle to stay in your room, whether you get up and go for a walk before breakfast, or quite what do you do?
Go for breakfast, I would guess.
All right. Okay. Well, you return back to a very hearty, full English breakfast with a choice of eggs, plenty of bacon, sausages, black pudding, white pudding, beans, tomato, fried bread.
And a kipper.
Stop it. Cereal, yogurt, it's a very nicely laid out. Help yourself to cereal. The cooked food is done to your liking and to your taste. There is also a selection of newspapers. There's the national newspapers, and there's a couple of I want to see what it's called.
Locals.
Yeah, what's Whitby's local? Whitby Gazette.
Oh.
And there's a copy of the Whitby Gazette.
I'll grab that.
I'll look at the national ones to see if there's any more info on your place.
Yeah, cool.
There is reference to the ongoing investigation. There is a note saying that the police are looking for one of the residents of the apartment who doesn't appear to have been at home, and they have not been able to trace them in order to eliminate them from their inquiries, but there is no further detail.
Gosh, I wonder who that could be.
Yeah. Surprised they haven't got your phone number.
In the Whitby Gazette, the usual kind of news. But there's an article on about page 5 or 6. Billington and Sons. The Billington and Sons seek information regarding mysterious woman. And it kind of says, 4 days ago, just as a bit of a reminder, it sort of says, 4 days ago, a youngish woman was found on the beach at the sort of the foot of Whitby Abbey, on the sort of this side. Oh, I'm not pinging it. So this kind of side.
By the coast.
Oh, sorry. This kind of side of the coast. No real possessions on her, apart from a black brooch. And there is a picture of, there's like an artist's rendition of the woman and a picture of the brooch. And it says, if anybody recognizes either the woman or the brooch, please contact Mr. Ian Carmichael of Billington and Sons, 38 Flowergate, Whitby.
Flowergate was that, sorry?
Flowergate, yes.
Does she or the brooch look familiar?
Give me a second. I'm just...
Okay.
As always, I am trying to get this... There we go. So that's what the woman looks like. Ignore the clothing and the background. I couldn't... ignore the eye, Catherall. Ignore the eye.
It jumps out at me. What can I say?
It jumps out at me as soon as I saw it when I did it. Yeah. So she looks rather stunning. And dark black hair. Definitely a type, right? Almost... The interesting thing is she doesn't look... I mean, she doesn't look like Cassandra, but she has that same kind of black, luscious hair, eyes, face, the same kind of style of woman, if that's the right phraseology to use. She does not look familiar to you. The brooch also does not look familiar to you. It looks like quite a plain thing, maybe quite old as well.
Is that like Whitby Jet in the middle of it by any chance?
And that is one of the comments. It just simply says it is a brooch, appears to be made of pewter or maybe something plated in silver with a circular disc of Whitby Jet in the middle.
Where they say that the woman was found, is she found alive or was it a body? Right,
it was a body. There is very little detail about the state of the body, how she was found. Only that if anybody has any information pertaining to her identification, then please contact Ian Carmichael of Billington and Sons, 38 Flowergate, Whitby.
Now, Billington and Sons, we've come across before, haven't we?
Name does ring a bell.
It was that initial solicitors that was Liverpool, was it? Or so. But anyway, they've been going since 18 something or other.
No, that was the one that we found in Whitby. There was one in Liverpool as well, but there was one in Whitby, if I remember right. Damn it, it doesn't look like I made a note of that.
Well, I'm just thinking the same thing, which is really frustrating.
I'll double check in a minute to see where Billington Sons might, if it has popped up before.
Yeah, we did a search on it.
Yeah. It was something to do. I seem to remember it to do with that picture that you posted of Whitby, where he was down at the bottom. That's why I
You
remember.
are correct.
Yeah, the Billington group we were looking at, weren't we? That was the Liverpool one, which isn't the one that we were after.
Yeah, I don't think Billington and Sons in this context is not real.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. I have a note that it says Teague and Whitby, Billington and Sons solicitors, HGG logistics ship out of Whitby, but I've got no context around why.
Here we go.
Gone.
Why have I put it like that? The context I've got: Pick Harbour Lighthouse, Whitby, Billington and Sons, fish and chips. Why did I write fish and chips? Anyway, but you're right. There's no context to it. Apart, what's this? Bobbed hair, demure blue eyes, bobbed hair. So
did you find a photo of somebody that you think could be P. Teague?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where the picture came from, I think. It was a picture taken.
In which case, when you look at that picture and compare it to the photograph, they do look fairly similar. So one bit of information I hadn't scribbled down in my notes was that you had already seen a picture of Teague that you think might have been Teague.
Right. Yeah, we found a few of them, but we didn't know which ones they were. Right, okay, so that resembles...
Yeah, it's a fact that...
And there is a passing resemblance to Cassandra.
Right.
But then you've got the other lady on the camera that has a passing...
No, that's the same one.
That's her. That's her.
Sorry, what was that, sorry?
That's her.
Right.
So the one on the camera is...
I hadn't realised... Yeah, I hadn't realised you'd seen a photograph of Teague. Otherwise, it would have been easier for you to...
Narrow it down. So we know that's her. Now...
Oh, it's the woman that you found on Facebook that you think is Teague.
Yeah. Right, okay. So we've narrowed down. We think it's her. We need to get her out, but we've got no contact information until Liam comes back. And hopefully he'll find something.
But then why does she look like Cassandra as well?
She's the one that looks like Cassandra.
Yeah, but so
the only one that looks like Cassandra.
No, because you took a photo of a woman today.
That's her.
So she's died that fast. I thought it was...
No, the one that's died was the one that was on the screen there. That's striking. Doesn't look like Cassandra, the one with the black hair.
Right.
She's on
sorry.
So there are dozens of women here. So let's get.
He's getting distracted by all the women.
They all look the same to me. I've got a heartbeat.
The person that you believe to be Paula Teague, you think you've got a photo of her, and she had a photo outside a solicitor's called Billington and Sons on the pier and eating fish and chips.
Yeah.
In all three of those images, there is obviously somebody else taking the photo, but you don't see who that person is. You see a woman that looks vaguely like the woman in the photo, who also looks a little bit like Cassandra, coming out of the office building after everybody's left. The difference between her and the woman in the photo is the woman coming out of the office has blonde hair and slightly longer than what's in the photo.
Yep.
The reference in the Whitby Gazette to the mysterious woman is a woman with jet black hair, much longer than what you saw in the photos or in real life, and just it's a different woman, but it's a woman who Billington and Sons appear to be acting on behalf of her estate, trying to trace who she is and family, etc.
Yeah, no, it's just with the conversation we were having about this photo and the other photo, I thought they were, because you were saying that they were very similar.
Yeah.
And they're not in the pub waiting for us.
No, they are not in the pub waiting for you.
Okay.
Poor girl.
Another body.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to her. Because there's a lot of women dying.
Yeah.
And it's always women. Well, apart from my place where they were just assassinated. It'd be interesting.
We should go over to the Abbey and just have a look around. Curiosity's sake, we've got time to kill while waiting for Liam.
Well, it'd be nice to see the place anyway, I think.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to find how much bloodshed in the body though, because that lassie in the car park, well, not in the car, in the she had an out. She'd been, but that's strange. Why would somebody do that to a pretty young thing like that?
Don't know. Some strange people out there, though. Is there
maybe she got drunk
a market for a black market?
Well, if there is, you keep your supply alive, don't you? That's a bit gruesome, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking off the books operations things. Was it needed for that or something? Some sick people out there, either way.
Yeah, let's go for a wander up there.
Yeah.
I need to walk off this breakfast anyway. It's a bloody good feast, that.
I'll upload all the photos to the laptop. Leave that in the room under the bed, just so it's out of sight.
No problem.
So we've got 2 copies of the photos, basically.
Put it in the back of the car, mate, rather than just leaving it, because they'll be turning over.
Yeah, could do.
Yeah, tidying up the room when we go, won't they?
Yeah, could do. I'll upload it to OneDrive if that was around back then. I think it was.
Yeah, it's going to go in a little secret compartment near the spare tyre.
Okay.
Next to the C4.
Excuse me, sorry.
The Abbey sits atop the escarpment on the sort of the south side of the estuary. You head back into Whitby on foot, taking in the sights, the scenes, sounds, kind of quietly as you do so. Just kind of meandering through. You probably go up through Stakesby Road, Springvale, St Hilda's Terrace, Cliff Street, down onto the main road, and through sort of the main part of the Whitby town, out across the swing bridge by the Dolphin, and then up to the 199 steps where you commence your climb up to the Abbey. The Abbey itself is controlled by English Heritage, requires a small £10 per head fee in order to gain access to the grounds and allow you to kind of meander and wander around at your own sort of pace. The steps are old. Believe that the steps date back as far as recorded in history as far back as 1340. 99 steps. Nobody quite knows why there are 199 steps. Sorry. When you get to the top, though, the views are stunning. Looking out over Whitby, out over the bay, it is a beautiful, stunning view. One that you kind of stop when you reach the top to take a few moments to appreciate and to actually take photos. Very, very impressive place. Heading into the Abbey itself, you spend a good couple of hours just meandering through the ruins of the church, the grounds, the graveyard, etc. Is there anything that you're looking for in particular, or are you just there to purely take in the sights and sounds?
I'm going to take note of some of, well, I'm going to look at some of the names on the headstones. Okay. But I think the initial aim is, once I mooch around here, is to go to the cliff edge, and
I'm going to look around for anyone I recognise. So maybe someone from the factory or anything that may just be on a day out or something. That's
all right. Give me a perception check. Just roll a perception check. Let's see what happens.
Do you want it from me as well?
Yeah, sure.
What the hell? I'm going to reverse that.
You're going to get an 04, which is going to give you a Herculean success.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I could do the same thing.
Why not?
Why not?
You're both kind of meandering through the ruins. You come out of the ruins and start to wander among the gravestones, looking, people's names, pointing out to stones. Oh, that's a really old one. That's a really old one. Over the corner of your eye, though, you see a woman. Looks vaguely familiar. She's with a man slightly older than her. Well, actually, no, maybe not even slightly older, maybe 10 years older. And she stopped dead in her tracks as she's looking at Mark.
Okay.
And then you'll see her, she kind of grabs the man's arm and physically turns him around and propels him down towards the car park. And as she takes 2 or 3 steps, she can't help herself but look over her shoulder at you.
Ow. Beat her eyes and...
She's pushing her husband. You think it's her husband, her partner. She's pushing him very, very quick. And he's kind of protesting a little bit and seems a bit confused.
Does it look like Bola?
Yes.
I'm going to head over towards her.
Let's see if she's got a Fiesta.
Okay. As you start to walk towards her, she picks up the pace, and you've got that comical, she's kind of almost dragging the man with her as she's trying to not run but equally not be slow. And then let's have a look. And then the man sort of stops and kind of knocks her arm away, and you can hear him say, "Stop being silly, Paula. What is the matter with you?" As you're getting closer, and at that point, she kind of looks between you and the man, and she goes, "Darling, we must go quickly. We must go. I think I've left something on in the oven." And he's kind of looking at her like, "Don't be stupid. You're getting closer."
I'll keep going.
Okay.
Actually,
say a name.
No, I'm actually going to turn off. I'm getting a hint here that she doesn't want him to know about us. She talks to her on her own.
Give me an insight. That's a good use of an insight.
Oh God! Right.
Holy shit!
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So first and foremost, she doesn't particularly want to have a conversation with you in front of her husband. And it's definitely her husband, by the way. Secondly, she's bloody confused as to why you're here.
Right.
Very confused. And she's torn between wanting to come over and ask you a question and getting out of here so that her husband, she doesn't have to answer any complicated questions with her husband.
Is there something nearby that's, say, selling postcards or something that's you're buying something? Just so I could go, like a gift shop type thing.
Back at the Abbey entrance, yes, there would be.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find a. Let's have a look how it's laid out.
Is she still looking our way?
Yeah, she's kind of looking between you, and she's looking at Mark.
I'm gonna hold 5 fingers up and then point to the ground.
Hold 5 fingers up and then point to the ground?
Yeah, in the sense of 5 hours, meet here. A sort of thing.
Okay.
Oh, maybe 5 and watch. That one I got. I'd have counted 5 seconds and then hit the deck.
Does she understand?
Yeah, I was thinking of going to gift shop so that she's got an excuse to.
Yeah, so she was heading back towards the car park. So if you were to look at the Google Maps plan, there's the grounds with the Abbey in. It looks like it's walled, and then there's a Cholmley house to the south of it, and a car park. And it looks like you kind of drive up Abbey Lane. Yeah, you drive up Abbey Lane for the most part, as far as I can tell, to get to the car park. And there's probably a building at the beginning there that is essentially the entrance to, yes, there is a Whitby Abbey, English Heritage, Cholmley Park kind of. Yeah, I'm looking at Google the street plan view. So yes.
Did you know you can actually go around the whole graveyard on Google View?
Can you?
Yeah, I've just been doing it. That's brilliant.
Nice. And so by the time you catch up to her, she's probably pretty close to the entrance and to that kind of English Heritage shop. So if you go into the shop,
Yeah, I'll do that.
she kind of watches you go in for a second and then say something to her husband, who stomps off somewhere to a car, you guess. And she comes into the shop and kind of comes and stands next to you. Very low voice. Mr. Silvers?
Yes. Miss Teague, I presume?
Why are you here?
Trying to figure out what's going on. Someone called Cassandra contacted us to meet her. Have you, and while investigating that, going to meet her, she was found, before we actually spoke to her, she was found deceased. Do you know?
As you say that, you'll see from the corner of your eye, she suddenly goes white and kind of almost staggers forwards, and she kind of looks at you and goes, "Not here."
I'll give her my phone number. If you want to speak, just text me where you want
to. Meet me at the Board Inn. No, wait a minute. Meet me at the Board Inn tonight. I'll be in one of the corner tables, the back of the inn.
Okay.
And with that, she goes over to the sort of the fridge with the ice creams in, grabs 2 magnums, pays for them, and as she walks out, she kind of looks over and she kind of just gives you a slight nod. And Sam, you're kind of loitering outside, and you'll see her as she kind of walks, not close to you, but past you. She looks at you, again, a little bit quizzically, nods at you, and then almost at a jog, heads to a car. And it is a Fiesta.
Fantastic.
And gentlemen, I think that's what we're going to call it a night.
I didn't need my contact.
You didn't need your contact. No, you didn't. But you still have a call out to your contact.
Yeah.
Yes, and you never know.
That will result in something coming back because you got a very high success level.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So obviously she knows something about us. So she knows more than we do. She might know what Cassandra wanted us for.
Yeah.
Well,
we still don't know. We still haven't got a clue what the hell this whole thing is about.
Hopefully we'll find out before she turns up dead.
That's my concern. Yeah, Mom was thinking we should follow her and then stake out the house to make sure she's safe enough to meet us tonight.
I'm just wrap her in cotton wool. Or bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you'll find out next week what she knows and why she's annoyed at you.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be here.
But we don't know where we're meant to be because she never told us.
Yeah, this is true.
So she goes, you're too early on the plot line.
There's a little element of that.
Yeah.
It's like what you've done in my head is you've wandered out the starter zone of the MMO that you're playing and decided to go somewhere else, and really you should still be in the starter zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she can point us in the direction and we can go back to the starter zone if we need to, but
Yeah, but it's all about timing. So I'm trying to figure out. Ooh.
Don't say anything.
No, he's just had a nasty idea, I think.
No. I've just looked at my timings, and yes, it's all about timing.
It's all about
Timing.
Yes.
It is all about timing.
Right, I'll kill the stream.